Hello everybody, it's Lisa here. So in today's video I want to talk about how you can heal your metabolism after an eating disorder. Your metabolism is not damaged or broken or doomed to be slow forever, and you can definitely heal or restore your metabolism after an eating disorder. But what has happened is essentially that your metabolism has just adapted to all of the eating disorder behaviors, the low-calorie dieting, the purging, the overexercising. So it's the protection mechanism of your body to slow down the metabolism so you won't lose too much weight. And this happens, as a protection. And your body always has your best interest in mind. Your body doesn't slow down your metabolism because it wants you to gain weight because it hates you or something. No, your body wants to survive. Like, this is the basic, biological thrive of our body, to make you survive. And if your body sees that there is not enough food, you are in a state of famine, what the dieting essentially is, your body thinks you're starving, so your body thinks, okay, we need to slow down the metabolism so we can kind of conserve all the energy as much as possible. So the first thing I already talked about is that you need to be eating more, or you need to be eating as much as your body basically asks for. And yes, you can have the extreme hunger. I had it as well, but over time this will balance out. And if you don't know how much calories you need to be eating, or if you find it very hard and you end up restricting, then I generally recommend the hemodynamic recovery method or the guidelines, and I can link the article down below. You can read more about this. And I did it for a few months, not to kind of obsess about the calories or not go over some amounts, but rather making sure I'm eating enough and my body gets the amount of calories to kind of raise my metabolism and fix my hunger cues and everything. And it really helped me to lose the obsession about calories and really see that it's okay to eat this much of calories, and this is what my body needs. So yeah, you need to be eating enough calories. The next thing is that you need to be eating regularly. This can mean eating every 2 or 3 hours, eating your breakfast, lunch and dinner, also snacks in between. And what many people do in their eating disorder is that they try to kind of eat healthy or follow the eating disorder rules throughout the day and maybe try to eat healthy, kind of still their restrictive behaviors. But what will happen is that our body can't deal with the restriction, and then at night time they binge out. So for the recovery and to heal your metabolism, you need to be eating enough all throughout the day and eating regularly, not skip some meals, not try to have diet meals, low-calorie meals, but eat until you're full and satisfied at every single meal. The next thing is to eat more warming foods, and warming foods are the ones that will help to speed up your metabolism. And warming foods are generally the high-calorie, more concentrated sources of foods. For example, you don't want to be eating high water content foods like high water fruits and vegetables, because high water foods are cooling foods and they won't help you to speed up the metabolism. But you want to eat something very concentrated sources of calories, something with sugar and starch and high carb, higher fat, and also something with salt. And generally, the more yummy the food is, the better for your metabolism. For example, things like cheese with crackers, or potatoes with some butter on them, or pasta with cheese or some creamy sauce, or for example ice cream with some peanut butter and chocolate. Or I'm just making these things up, but and actually the more processed kind of high calorie foods, what I have already said many times, are good in recovery. And this is why they're good, because they are the warming foods and they will help to speed up the metabolism. And you can still eat the salads and fruits and vegetables, but don't eat them as the main course of your meals, and think of them more as a side dish or condiment. and don't get your majority of calories from those foods. Another thing is to eat more salt. So I did this low salt dieting in my eating disorder past, and I would eat like very low salt, and my goal was to eat a completely salt-free diet, and I did it many times as well. But all it got me was feeling very cold, even at summertime, especially having very cold hands and feet, and feeling tired, exhausted, and also it made me have so much cravings to the more like salty foods, because I was eating this bland tasting like low calorie, high water salads and smoothies and stuff like that. And yeah, so if you feel you have very cold hands and feet, generally you feel foggy and tired, then actually you can add more salt to your diet, and you can eat things like salty crackers, or maybe some salty nuts, or maybe some potato chips, and yeah, like things like that. So adding salt to your diet is also very warming, and this will help you to boost your metabolism. And the next thing is to don't drink too much water. And this is also one big mistake I made. And even now, if you look for some articles like how to boost your metabolism, in many times you see them recommend like drink more water to boost your metabolism. I don't agree with this, and I think this can have the opposite effect, since the water is very cooling. So generally I was drinking so much water, like 3 liters of water a day, even though I wasn't thirsty. I just kind of forced myself to drink this much. And I used to go to the toilet like 3 times a night, and also I was like making sure I'm peeing clear, because I thought this is what I have to do. And I had like very cold hands and feet, another sign of slowed down metabolism. Yeah, so don't force yourself to drink water. Like obviously if you are in the warm climate, or when you have the more active day or something, you can drink more water. But your pee can still be yellow. Like don't obsess about your pee being clear. And if your pee is clear, then it can be a sign that your metabolism is kind of like slow, because you are taking in all this like cooling water, like too much water in your body. The next thing is to stop exercising. And yeah, like even many recovery like experts say that exercising can be like a healthy habit with people with eating disorder, because exercising is healthy. But so many people with eating disorders use exercise as a way to compensate the calories, and they allow themselves to eat more in recovery only when after they go and exercise it off. And this is like very eating disorder behavior. Yeah, exercising is healthy, but only for a healthy person. If you are in recovery, for example, if you have like a broken leg, then you won't go and just start exercising because exercising is healthy. No, if you have a broken leg, you need to rest, and you don't want to put any more pressure to your leg. You want to first repair your leg before you go out and running. And it's not like, oh, just go and do some exercise because exercising is healthy when you're recovering from like a broken leg. So in recovery, you have done some organ damage. Maybe you have low bone density. Maybe you have lost your period. You have the slow metabolism. Your hair is falling out. Your body is overly in a stress state. So why you want to go and start exercising? To burn all of those calories you take in to the exercise, so your body has nothing to restore yourself with. And the next thing is to sleep more. So sleeping, I have done a video about this as well. While we sleep, it's the most crucial time for our bodies to recover and restore itself. If you sleep more in recovery, your body can put all of the energy towards healing you. And it can be good to go to sleep at 10 p.m. like approximately, and then sleep at least 8 hours. And of course you can sleep even more. And many people are like, one of the recovery sign is feeling very tired, very exhausted. So this is a sign from your body to sleep more and rest more. And many people need to sleep even throughout the day in recovery. Take naps, just generally relax and rest more and sleep more. And yeah, and in return it can help with metabolism as well. And the last thing is to deal with stress. So everybody knows that stress is very bad for your hormones, and therefore it will affect your metabolism as well. And if you do all of the tips I already mentioned, like stopping all the dieting restriction, like eating more, stopping the exercise, sleeping more, you are already reducing so much stress what all the dieting restrictive behaviors have put on your body. So this is like a big stress relief from your body already. But you can also focus on eliminating everyday stress as well. For example, the work stress or school stress or stress in the relationship, and just focus on kind of the self-care practices. I can link an article I did about this down below. And also focus on the mental recovery, loving your body as you are. Yeah, all of things like that, like the mental recovery. And if you do all of these things what I just mentioned, you're gonna see so many like big improvements. And I would say that it definitely will take time, because you didn't have your eating disorder just like a short period of time in most cases, but maybe you had it for years. So like expect that your recovery won't take only a few months, and give it plenty of time, and most importantly be consistent with this. And then you're gonna start seeing all of the positive kind of improvements and signs that your metabolism is speeding up. And one of the things I had was night sweats, and night sweats is very uncomfortable symptom in recovery, but it can be a good sign that your metabolism is speeding up. Also, you will see a general rise in your metabolism, more warm hands and feet. Also, you're gonna have more like energy, boosted mood, better concentration, better sex drive, better digestion, and maybe even some people who have overshoot their weight, or maybe they are like above their set point weight because of their eating disorder, maybe they're gonna see like a natural weight loss. Maybe they're gonna see less bloating, less water retention. Yeah, so all of this can be like signs and symptoms to look out for, that your metabolism is actually speeding up. And generally, yeah, you're gonna just feel so much better. So yeah, this is what I wanted to say. I hope you really liked this video, and you can let me know what you think. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye.